Alright, so as you saw from my last video, I was using my little French press I just bought for espresso. But yeah, this is not exactly great for espresso because espresso is actually the grind of the bean as I continue to learn about coffee. And so this is designed for coarse ground. So while this is great for coarse ground, something like this is better for actual espresso. And this is called a Macchinetta, or I believe a Moka Pot, or Italian coffee maker, or stovetop coffee maker. I've heard a lot of different names for this. But I bought this for $10. I got it on a sale. And this is the La Cafetiere. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It's like an Italian name, like La Cafe or Cafeteria or something. I don't know. But basically, these come in 3 different parts, just like that. And so this is where your espresso beans go, your finely ground espresso beans. This is where your water goes. It's a little dirty still. And then this is where the finished product goes in. So what happens is on these stovetop makers, when you put your water in the base here, it steams and boils up through this hole, going through the espresso grind there, and boiling up all the way up until it gets into the main hole. So really, it's a lot less mess as far as like your grind goes. So with a French press, while you might get some, even if you're doing coarse grind like you should be doing, you still might get a little bit of that coarse muddiness, almost like coarseness to it, because it's not getting rid of all of the grind in the coffee. So this is kind of strong in a different way, where this is kind of strong more in the steam way. This is kind of strong more in just steeping. So they're just kind of different. I can tell you what, the French press, the longer you steep it, the stronger it gets. It has more of like a bold, like dark flavor, I guess I would say, where this is more of just like a rich, smooth flavor. Again, this is designed for espresso grind. This is designed for coarse grind. So they're different things, but they're still pretty good. As far as this goes, I noticed that the cleanup is a lot easier on these because all the water evaporates through here, so there's pretty much no water left. You just kind of rinse it out. And when your when you're done making your coffee, espresso in here turns into like a cake, almost like a patty, and you just go like that in the garbage, and it's almost completely gone. You run water through it real quick, and that's pretty much done. This is all stainless, I believe, so you just rinse it with water, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's pretty ingenious invention here. So yeah, let me show you how it works. All right, so what I'm going to be using is the Starbucks Dark Espresso Roast. Again, if you don't know what espresso is, it's the grind, but they call it espresso, so it's kind of misleading, but basically it's just a dark roast coffee, whole bean, rich and caramely they call it, and so it's pretty expensive stuff, but it's really, really good. So yeah, this is whole bean. Again, you can use pre-ground stuff or whatever, but this is just kind of for demonstration purposes. And I noticed with my coffee grinder, I don't know if you could see this on the inside, but on the inside there's 4, 10, 12, and I believe that's like, I don't know, basic measurements for how much coffee you want to make. So I just fill it up to the 4 line. And it's okay if you make more, because you can always seal off your fresh ground like that and put it in the fridge for later. But let's just put about right there. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Put it in, grind it up. Again, this is nice and fine ground, so we want to get it as fine as possible. See, if you look in there, some of it's fine ground, but some of it's not. So let's just give it a little longer. And when you're doing this, it's actually releasing all the oils in there, so that's why it's super fresh and strong. Whoa! Took it off too soon. Alright, so that's pretty much your fine grind there. All of the fine grinds like to go in the on the bottom. Like that's fine grind. This is not as much, but anyway, this is just for the video. So you get your little thing here, and I just kind of like to see, it's hard to do this on camera because you got to show it all. So I'm kind of making a mess here, but I just kind of tamp it down with my fingers. It doesn't matter too much. Alright, so I put some hot water from the sink in here. It's only about a quarter full. I mean, this is a big Moka Pot maker here, but that should be about enough. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put this right on top and screw the whole thing together. Make sure it's nice and tight here. You don't want any of that steam escaping. Now we're ready to go for the stove. So we are at our stove. I've seen some people, like my pastor, he actually puts his pot inside of like a pan or like a, you know, like a pot or a pan. He does it like that. I'm not exactly sure why, but maybe just to protect from like overflow, or I don't know. But I do it just like this, and then I set my stove to about like 5 or 6. I don't think it matters too much, but it worked great on 6 last time I did this. And then we just wait. Alright, so not even 1 minute in, and you can see it's boiling over there. And that's just what it does. Kind of cool watching. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this with the lid up. It's funner than watching paint dry, that's for sure. Alright, so as soon as you hear it stop steaming and bubbling, like just now, then you know it's done. Nothing else is coming out. Turn that off, and what we do is we can actually just pour it straight from here. You have a nice plastic handle on here, so you know it's not going to burn you. And look at that. Perfect coffee. So this is about, I don't know, a cup and a half. But you get a nice dark coffee there. And that's it. That's how you make it with your Moka Pot. One thing I forgot to mention is, as far as this compared to like espresso, like from an espresso machine, I think it's just as strong. I mean, I was up all night because I couldn't sleep because I had like a half a shot of one of these. Again, this is like 3 shots, but really, it's strong stuff. You can see like the oils in the top there, so you know it's extracting all that stuff from the bean. And it's strong, so just be careful. It's not your Americano. It's your espresso for sure. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.